something totally different. It could be you bought a new pair of shoes, and you post a picture of your shoes, and you just say, I'm so grateful that I bought these shoes and I didn't have to take 1 penny from my checking account. Love my job. Not unique. Love my job. And then the more that you post about that and people see that, they're like, well, I want that. I used to post, hydro. Like, how many people, well, in Ontario anyways, I don't know about here.
Yeah.
Our hydro bill has doubled. So if you got a hydro bill of $500, your hydro bill was $1,000 this month. Yeah, moved to Ontario.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I'm gonna post something about, my hydro bill doubled or something like that, and I'm so thankful that, that I'm able to cover that expense with something that I love doing, right? Not unique, but they know, because if you're consistent, they know exactly what you're talking about, right? You can't put unique, like you don't want to put that because of compliance. But if you're consistent, you don't need to slap unique everywhere. They know that you're a unique presenter, okay? Even if you didn't have enough commission to sell that month, like you didn't make that much, you can still post it because you're faking it till you make it. But you just want to keep it into, keep it into the reality box, right? Because then someone's going to come to you and say, oh my God, you just made $5,000 this month, doing this. Well, no, you didn't, right? You don't want to lead somebody on. So sharing, not selling, I already talked about that. Interactive posts. So interactive posts are just asking a question. So if you had a selfie with 2 different lip colors on, you're going to post and you're going to say, which lip color looks better on me, A or B? Tons of people will comment. So when they comment, when people start to comment on your pictures, your posts go into their news feeds, the more, right? So if you could do like an interactive post like every other day, even if it's not makeup related, if it's like, something about food or anything, just asking a question is going to get people interacting with you. Share your dreams and goals with everyone. So this one is a big one, and I could literally talk about this for like 4 hours, a whole training on this. Share your dreams and goals with everyone is, has anyone read the book The Secret? So if you haven't, you should go get it. If you have it, you should read it again. And read it again, and read it again. So I read The Secret about every 2 months. And it's all about being grateful, gratitude, and just putting it out to the world. Putting it out to the world. So in the beginning, I share my dreams and my goals with everyone. For me, I do that because it keeps me accountable, right? I have bad discipline, and sometimes if I don't say, if I don't tell people I'm doing it, then I tend to slack off a bit. So I put my dreams and my goals out there, so it helps me work harder to work towards them, because people are watching and going, oh, I wonder if she's going to do that, or she is doing it. And people love you. People love following your journey, and people love supporting you. They want to see you come out, they want to see you live out your dreams and your goals. There's going to be a couple bad apples that are just jealous of you, and you're going to wean them out anyways, right? And if those bad apples are in your life, you need to get rid of them. They're no good. So sharing your dreams and your goals with everyone. So start with something small. So even if you're looking for your next promotion, or say it's something that you want to buy. So some of the big things that I have said was, I put out there that I wanted to retire my husband, and I put it out there and said, this is what I'm going to do. Watch me do it. And I did it. And I did it because, one, I really wanted to do it. I knew everybody was watching, and everybody was keeping me accountable. Not that nobody came to me and said, hey, did you retire your husband yet, or whatever like that. But I knew that they were watching, and they were waiting for one day for that post to appear that I did what I said I was going to do. I have another big dream that I want to move into my dream home. It's like a big ass dream. Like it's a big goal. And I have no idea how I'm ever gonna do it, but I know I'm gonna do it. I have a goal that within 3 years, we are gonna move into our dream house. And I have no idea how I'm gonna do it. I have no plan whatsoever, but I'm putting it out to the universe. I'm thinking positive. I'm telling everybody, this is what I'm gonna do, and watch me do it. And when you put stuff out to the universe, as corny as it sounds, like for a long time, I just didn't get it. I was like, how is that supposed to work? Like if I think about something positive and I put it out to the universe, like who the heck is the universe? Like who's gonna give back to me? Like who's gonna make this happen, right? It sounds corny and like it's not gonna happen, but it really, really does. Now, you can't just sit there and dream about it and not do anything. You have to take action, right? So if you're consistently working your business, the universe will find a way to give you what you want. Whatever you think about will happen, whether it's bad or it's good. So if you think something, if you think something negative, if you're always thinking negative, you're always thinking about how much debt you're in or whatever, you're never gonna get out of debt, because you're always thinking about that debt. But if you're thinking about how you're saving, how you're building up your savings account, if that's what you're constantly thinking about, then you're going to be rewarded, and your savings account is going to grow and grow. So whatever you think about, good or bad, will happen. So think good thoughts. Keep social media professional, no negativity. Nobody really wants to follow a negative Nelly, and if you're a negative Nelly, nobody will join you. Nobody wants to join you. Treat it as a business, and they'll treat you as a professional. So if you treat it as a hobby, and you're here treating it as a hobby, that's totally fine. Treat it as a hobby. But if you treat it as a hobby, you're going to get paid as a hobby. If you treat it as a business, you're going to get paid as a business. Even if you have a full-time job. I had a full-time job my first entire year, my first 12 months. I had a full-time job, I was a mortgage broker, and I worked a lot. And I found time, because I wanted it, so I just found time to work this side business on the side. And people knew that it wasn't a hobby for me. They knew that it was a business for me. People tend to, they will support you more if they know that this is benefiting you. If this is paying for your family, paying for your kids' sports, thank everybody, remind everybody why you're doing this all the time. Say, I just want to send out a big thank you to everyone who has ever supported me, whether you've purchased from me, whether you've liked a post, whether you've shared my post, whether you've referred somebody. I just want to say thank you, because this helps my son Johnny with his baseball fees or something like that. So they know that this is actually going, that you need this money, right? And then they'll support you. Okay. So, building relationships. How do you build relationships? Okay, so build a potential team list from Facebook Excel. So now that you already have these relationships, they're good, they're done, or not done, they're being built. Then there are times that you do want to ask people. So you want to ask people if they want the opportunity. So what you're going to do is, here's what I do. I do this probably I probably do it every 6 months, every 5 to 6 months. I will write out another list. So I'll go through all of my Facebook, and I will go through all of the people on my cell, and I'll write their names, right? And I try to have no less than 100 people on that list. And I write everybody, every woman on that name, on that list, I write it. And then I look and I'm like, okay, why would she be good at this business? Does she need money? Is she bored? Is she looking for a sisterhood or something to do? Would she be really good? Is she super bubbly? Is she social? Like, would she rock this business? She has no problem talking to anybody. Does she know how to really do her makeup? Like, is she really good at makeup, where she could teach other people? So I go through that list, and I'll just send out a message. And I'll use the 3 C's. So it's compliment, crazy, and confidence. So something maybe like, say somebody is super bubbly. I would say, hey Karyn, I would give her a compliment, and I'd say, I'd make sure I knew what she, I'd go on her Facebook if she's not one of my best friends or anything like that, and say she's got a new haircut or something like that. I'd make a compliment on that, and I'd say, hey Karyn, love your haircut, that looks amazing on you, love the color, something like that. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but you are so bubbly and so social that I think you would be amazing at what I do. And what do you think? And so they're gonna come back and they're gonna say, well, what do you do? Right? You're not gonna say, I think you'd be great with Younique or anything like that. You're gonna say, what I do. And then you can go back and tell them exactly what you do. But you're gonna keep it short, right? You're not gonna tell them about the comp plan, you're not gonna tell them about hosting parties or anything like that. You're just gonna tell them what you do. So you've given them the confidence when you told them how social they were, how bubbly, I think that you'd be great at it. You've just told them how confident you feel about them. Because maybe they've been thinking about it and they thought, you know what, I don't know, like, she does good, like, if she can do it, I can do it. And maybe they don't have that confidence in themselves. But if you believe in somebody, if you believe in them, that will help them believe in themselves. And then just being a consistent business owner, which I've already talked about, just being consistent, showing that this is a business for you. So that is everything on sponsoring. So how to launch new presenters strong. So these are some of the things that work for me and for my team. So you want to welcome posts on your personal wall and tag them. So every single person that joins, I always make a picture of them, put a little underneath, I have a little template, put Younique, and I welcome them as my newest business partner. So I had somebody join last night, and I said, please help me welcome my newest business partner, Wendy, to Younique. And then I'll usually put a little blurb. If I don't really know them, they've come from my business page or something, I'll just put, I'm really excited for you to start. Congratulations on starting your very own business. And then I say, please help me give her a nice wise sister big welcome to Younique. And so then I tag them. So what that does is usually their friends will see it on their wall, and then their friends will message and say, what is Younique? Or if they already know what Younique is, they'll say, yay, I love the makeup. I'll message you later or something like that. Some people will say, what business are you starting? What is this business? And then that is their way to go and kind of just briefly talk to them about their friends. They're gonna do a whole welcome thing later themselves, but that just kind of gets the ball rolling. Plus, when I post it on my wall, my friends see it, and they can see that I'm consistently building my business, right? Add them to your training groups. So I have made a team training website. It's called Makeup Moguls Team. Even if you're not on my team, it's just a website. You're more than welcome to use it. Literally what it is so what I do is I welcome my new girls, and then I try and get them on the phone within 24 to 48 hours. And I say, okay, I'm gonna get you started on my end. I'm gonna add you to some training groups. When can I give you a call? So I give them a call. I try and do it on either video messenger, so I'm on video with them, or the phone, whatever. And so I'll go and I'll add them to my training group. So add them to whatever training groups you have that you add them to. And then I send them over to the website. So I try and do it while I'm on the phone with them. So okay, so here's how you're gonna get started. So I want you to go to makeupmogulsteam.com and we'll go through it together. And it's literally, it's just a website for new presenters. That's pretty much it. And it's literally, can you just click on the next one? I think I have a, yeah, here you go. So here it is. So this is what it looks like. So it's literally got 3 tabs, that's it. So I'm gonna say, okay, I want you to start here. Click the start here. And what it is, it's just telling them to go through steps 1 and 4 through the next tab. But I put, I say, I want you to watch these 3 videos today if you can. They're like 3-4 minutes long, that's it. So the first one is Meet the Founders. So that's Melanie and Derek, and that is their top 5 reasons to be a part of Younique. The reason why I love that video, and honest to God, I cry almost every time I freaking watch it, 2.5 years later, is, and I'm gonna cry now, Younique makes me like a huge crybaby, is because Derek tears up in that video.
Yes.
If anyone has seen it, he genuinely cares about every single one of you. So the reason why I want people to see that is so they know, first off, who the owners are and why they created this company and why it's so amazing, okay? Then the next one is the opportunity with Younique and with Derek and Melanie. So they just kind of go on and they're just kind of welcoming you, like if you're a new presenter. They're just, saying if you're not, here's why you want to join, a little bit about the opportunity. It's like 3 or 4 minutes. And then there's my opportunity video that I tell them that they can use it as a third party until they make their own, that they're feel free to add mine. So I say if there's anybody who is asking you about the opportunity and you really don't feel comfortable about it, then send them my video. And it kind of, watching my video kind of explains a little bit more to that. So the next page is, I think it's the steps 1 and 4. So then I say, okay, so go on to those, watch those videos today when you have a chance. So now I want you to go to steps 1 and 4. So step 1 is getting started. So step 1 is all of my training groups. So I say, okay, so I'm gonna add you to Makeup Moguls, Karyn's Basic Training, and the picture sharing page, right? So I've already added them into the group. So I'll say when you get a minute, I want you to go into those groups and just kind of familiarize yourself with them. I tell them Makeup Moguls is my main training page. So they should be checking in there every single day. Then step 2 is getting set up as a business. I want them to order their business cards. I want them to choose a website name and watch the compensation plan. So I want them to order their business cards right away so they feel like they are a business, right? If you're a business, then you should have business supplies. Choose a website name. So for example, mine is themakeupnerds.com. I want them to start branding themselves right away. So when people start doing this, they're kind of already investing their time and their energy, and they're getting excited, and they tend not to quit as fast as some. So I say, I want you to think of a domain name. So either put beauty in it, makeup in it, cosmetics in it, or something. No Younique. I don't want Younique in the name whatsoever. It's like $12 a year for a domain name. And then they just forward it over to their Younique website. So for me, my name is Karyn spelled with a Y, and if I said go to my website, go to youniqueproducts.com/Karyn Medeiros, they're gonna end up on somebody else's page, right? They're not gonna spell my name right. And then the compensation plan is just a video that I did that's just kind of sharing my screen of the compensation, and I'm literally just kind of going through briefly what the statuses are and how they get paid. I don't really go into it that much. I also have videos for the website name for the website, so I literally show them on my screen. Here's where you're going to go. Here's how you're going to do it. I'm a step-by-step girl. Then step number 3 is tell the world. So I say, okay, number 3 is when you get your kit, which you're going to get it in about 3 or 4 days. When you get your kit, I want you to take a picture of yourself holding the kit with a huge, goofy smile on your face, and I want you to tell them that you've just launched your own business, how excited you are. I give them a blurb of an example of what they can write. And then step 4 is their launch party. So step 4, there's a video of how to set up a Facebook group. Most people don't know how to set up a Facebook group, how to do it. So I kind of just go through, I've made us like share my screen, show them how to do it. And then step 4, so that is their launch party. So once they've got their kit, then they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna hold a 5-day launch party. So in this, I think it's in the video or in the steps right here, in the steps, I tell them how to invite people, what to say, I give them everything. So I say, do not add all of your friends in there right away. I want you to literally make a list of everybody who you want to get added, make a list, and I want you to personally invite them. So here's a copy and paste that you can switch it up and just ask them if they don't mind that you add them to their launch party. And then eventually they're going to turn that launch party into their VIP group. And then the last is just a checklist. So this is just kind of giving them stuff that they should know. So telling them that there's a team training channel on YouTube for Makeup Moguls. There's our team training page. This is kind of what it's about. I tell them a little bit about the Fast Start bonus. I tell them about the Fast Start bonus when I'm on the phone with them as well. I tell them how to link your picture to your website. So if they don't sign up using Facebook, then their picture is blank on the website. So I tell them how that they can do that. I show them how to start a party in the back, and I tell them to grab a personal development book. So I have 3 books that I've suggested for a beginner, which is the 7 Cent Decision by Amber Voigt, Go Pro by Eric Worre, and Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins. Those 3 books are amazing for beginners. That's it. That's the website. I don't think there's another secret in there. Nope. No. So that's it. That's the website. And then what I also do now is I will put anyone who has joined in the last, usually I do about every 60 days, I put them in a messenger chat. Messenger chats are annoying because it's ding, ding, ding. But I have noticed that ever since I started putting these newbies in their own messenger chat with all the other newbies, they are not quitting. They're getting to yellow. I tell them, okay, so I'm gonna add you to our little, I don't say newbie, just say, like, I think we presenter chat or something like that. And then I'll just add them and I'll just say really quick, everyone welcome Brenda into the group. And there's, like, I have one there, I think there's like 15 of them in there, and there's about 9 of them that go back and forth, like, all day. So if they ask a question, then they'll all answer it, or they'll all know the answer. So one, they're all learning. I tell them to friend each other, so now they're all friends. Now I see that they are posting stuff, and that all of them in the chat are liking and commenting on their posts. They're gaining confidence. It really, really, really is working. So I suggest doing that as well. So that's it. Does anyone have any questions about anything? Yes.
Sorry, I just put my phone in my mouth. I wanted to ask before I forgot. When you're adding new people, do you have male and female?
To what? To my
New friends. New friends.
No, I just have one. I don't have men. Now, don't discount men. I mean, I don't add any new male friends, but I don't discount male friends because I have had I think I've had 5 that they're my friends and their wives have signed up. I don't know their wives or their girlfriends, but I'm friends with them, and they said, okay, we need to go do this because Karen's doing it. So don't discount your male friends, but I don't add male friends, no.
I just added a friend, and then I liked a picture of him and his wife, and then I added her, even though I don't really know her, but she does a different direct sales business, so.
If somebody added my husband on Facebook, I'd kill you. He doesn't have Facebook, but, so just be careful with that. Just say it.
Yeah, all the truth.
Right? Any other questions? All good?